In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to propagate the ruby necklace houseplant. This is one of my favorite houseplants right now. What makes this plant so special is it turns a crazy ruby coloration, and also another common nickname for this plant is the string of pickles because it literally looks like a string of little miniature pickles hanging from the stem. By the way, my name is Chris and this is my channel completely devoted to houseplants. If you like houseplants and you love cool projects, care guides, just anything houseplants, consider subscribing because I'm a complete weirdo when it comes to this stuff. I consider houseplants to bring a therapeutic zen to our lives, hence the name houseplant therapy. But anyways, let's get into this video. How to propagate the ruby necklace. I'm telling you guys, this is a crazy awesome plant. Alright, so let's talk about this awesome plant. This is the ruby necklace plant, and it gets that name because these leaves turn to a crazy ruby coloration when they're getting tons of sunlight. So, how to propagate it? Literally, this is super simple, guys. You can choose anywhere on the stem of the plant, and you can just cut away. And what you want to do is, after you cut that small, tiny little ruby stem, what you want to do is you want to pull back some of the leaves and kind of just plop and drop the stem into the soil, like maybe like an inch or so. It's literally that simple. And what we're doing here is we're kind of cutting this up and propagating this because sometimes these trailing succulent plants like the ruby necklace, they kind of just like they kind of grow and stretch, and you can see right there on the stem right there. What she's doing is holding it down with a bobby pin. This is kind of like a secret little hack you can do. So because sometimes these leaves become so heavy because they're succulent leaves and they're filled with moisture, and what happens is they become so heavy and they just pull on the stem, and it really doesn't help that the stem is already tiny on the ruby necklace plant to begin with, but it is what it is. So my advice to you would be to possibly use bobby pins to kind of like stuff that stem into the soil because it really helps hold it down. And we have found with the multiple plants we've had is sometimes what they do is they just drape over the side, the stem, and then they just trail off because this is a trailing succulent after all. But what we do is we kind of just we cut up the plant a bit and we kind of make the pot more full with other cuttings. Hopefully that makes sense. And like I said, the bobby pin trick works amazing. You can see these are the cuttings that we have. Literally, you can cut anywhere on the stem and just kind of like plop it into the soil a little bit and it's going to be fine. Some people have propagated the ruby necklace plant in water with success, but it's like, I feel like succulents have no business in water because like I feel like long term the succulents aren't going to be extremely happy like they're going to be in a fast draining soil, cactus mix soil, because after all that's what they want, right? Every succulent on the planet pretty much. And what we're doing is we had some leftover cutting, so we're going to fill out a couple of pots because why not, right? Maybe we'll sell them, maybe we'll gift them. This is such an easy plant to propagate, and like I told you guys before, it's also another nickname of this plant is the string of pickles. You may notice that the string of plants are becoming extremely popular, and that's because they're just super cool plants and they're easy to grow. You can see here we're using a little bit of rooting hormone. You can also do that. Some people hate this stuff, some people love it. We have fairly good success using the rooting hormone. So, and then kind of just backfill with some soil. And then the trick is with these cuttings is to just try to keep them super moist. Some people find that they have issues with their cuttings rotting, but my advice to that is a lot of times I feel like people are they're watering their soil too saturated. Like I said, we are using a spray bottle to kind of just spray the top layer of the soil because those cuttings only go this far in. You know, a lot of times people are oversaturating that entire pot, and a lot of times it just gets like rotted on the inside. So just be aware of that. So guys, without further ado, hopefully this video helped you learn how to propagate the ruby necklace houseplant. Super awesome plant. You gotta hit up the comment section. You gotta let me know, like, are you new to this plant? Did you just get it? Are you trying to like steal some cuttings off your friend? You gotta hit me up in the comments. That's why I do these videos. So without further ado, guys, I love you and I will see you in the next one.